It's Strictly Football Podcast, the ultimate Botswana's #1 football value chain conversations platform.
Another brand new week, brand new time for us. It's Strictly Football Podcast. We're back again, episode 7. Gents, it feels like forever. We're still at 7.
It feels like we've been here since forever, man. Yeah.
Only 7.
Only 7. I checked. I thought I was thinking. I thought I was 17.
Come on, about
Oh, it's
18 something.
Since I hate.
Yeah, no, I hear. But yeah, welcome.
yeah.
The biggest O.
So,
Pause.
welcome guys to episode 7. La one little now twice or la one now so going to office. Busy. There are a lot of conversations that we're gonna have today. A lot of official and unofficial conversations, and I believe you're going to enjoy today's episode. Gentlemen, Nekeliko Orange FA Cup, where the double header games.
Yeah.
Wow. Before I talk about the games, let's talk about the reception. I enjoyed it, gents.
That's already me. That's why you're very quiet. No, you're very quiet. What's up, we say?
No. Oh, South Africa. I South Africa. I had fun. Then I needed to have my fun.
Yeah.
But
my fun is coming.
Your fun is coming. No, our fun is coming. Finally, we're gonna.
I got a final low.
Can I target?
Finally happened during your peak. I go.
It was supposed to be peak.
So
then he decided to go to gear try again.
Calendar stars.
Okay. We had great fun at the Orange FA Cup. We got some nice invites there. We were watching the games with a number of media personalities, with a number of your who's. The reception was good food, good cokes and Fantas and everything. And yeah, man, shout out to Orange FA. I've seen some people who were the team they say that much of your favorite kind of teams, but what do you do? Life has to go on.
No, life has to go on. I get results in the
Yes.
So if your so-called biggest teams didn't make it,
I'm gonna cancel that card.
yeah.
Shout out to Orange FA. I think they're trying. I think they're doing quite well. JWANENG was playing
Matebele.
Yes.
Yeah.
LA game yangu hello the gaffer wa Matebele.
Sean Corner.
Ya corner ibile aya on that other side. It should have been a very, very big pressure game for him. What do you think?
Yeah,
No.
but he's a professional player. He's a man of integrity. So, but I think his move similar. I think FA Cup it was a good idea. That game a double header. Those games a double header. Yeah, mostly on a defend like you are talking. Teams that command a lot of fans, and also. Now, personally, I think it's going to be a good final. JWANENG, they have something to play for. They need to salvage their season. Galaxy are the king. Systems we don't know.
Systems was playing. I have to give it to him. Talk about your team.
I did mention earlier Systems is going to I think Systems did well. Even the way they were playing, you couldn't tell or team they were playing VTM or team are relegated because I think they had 2 penalties. Never hasn't the ball. I think we were careful.
You've said. You've said
so Systems taking it.
Yeah,
I think Systems is taking it.
Metro has been saying since day one that the Systems can beat.
He has always said that they have a good team with great
Systems will take it very careful. How about careful very well Premier League. Or how when I tell our Systems is our Premier League.
Oh, okay. So how about when that's America goal really?
Nah, Systems are Systems Systems. What I'm saying is
you find a way.
We are winning the FA Cup. How does now in FA Cup I celebrate? In a way, part of our preparations for CAF, it will be legal and it will be professional as documented in all the documents that are
there. It will be allowed and ratified.
I told you today we're going to have a lot of very, very important conversations.
Systems, everything.
So he's saying systems might snatch it. Totally by system, what do you think? I know your love for 16.
No, I think 16 is taking this one. Last game, as the head coach, interim head coach at Galaxy, I believe what he'll be celebrating at the end of the game. This is in a hand. Tataban's but it's a win. So is that chance. So the FA Cup is going to join.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about not necessarily so the consistency, but you have been consistently telling us about Major, how important he is for that attack. We saw him coming back with a brace again against Matebe. How important is he as a player?
I'll tell you.
And is he going? Remember, I always have this question of, is he going? Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
When Major is focused, I can be Ale fully fit.
Mind only fresh.
Aduelwa sente. Very major. Ongabitsi. Resa re major no ongabitsi. Magantai. Re kopa gore tshamekela ball. There are very few players who can stop Magantai in our league. On his day, he's brilliant. If you look towards as he had his numbers towards the end of the season, when he started playing consistently, a lot of games in the Galaxy the winner and I did draw leaking towards the end. It was him. A goal, assist. He was averaging a goal, assist every other 2 games. More finally in that trailing, who raises up his hand, it was Major Magantai. That is a player who puts in the work, has the energy, then you can't doubt him. And I still repeat, the numbers are there. Remember, he was one top goal scorer at COSAFA, scored only 6 goals. I think he's the only player from Botswana to ever win that award as top goal scorer. And for the games he's played for the national teams, I don't have the statistics now, but we should have them next time. I still maintain he has one of the best, if not the best, goal-to-game ratio for the national team. So Nagar, if he's fit and fully focused, why not call him up for camp? Remember the result. We're not interested on the person who we're interested in the player. If Magantai, the player, is ready and is doing well, better than any other, give him the chance, give him the shot, let him play. No, he's a good player. He's a brilliant player on his day. I think he played most of his Zebras games under Butler, right? But I think Butler, the way he set up his team and the way we set up our team right now is kind of different. You need a striker who's going to be the first man in defense. You don't just wait for chances and whatnot. That's why you need your Dungas and whoever's from the get-go. We are not setting up in an attacking way like Butler. I was trying to be more expressive, kind of. But hell, all is done and said. I think Magantai, Ali Fiti, firing, scoring goals. Then why not? Call him up.
Shout out to Major. Do you think we give him enough flowers?
No, we don't. Remember, he was a Tafik before he went to Galaxy. Then Tafik heads number 5. How many goals did he score?
He did well. We need to look into his numbers. He did well with Tafik.
We need to look into his numbers and share them on our platforms.
But that is our boy.
But at GU, it was somewhat a lackluster kind of.
At GU, I think it wasn't. I think
it wasn't jelly. Is it the kind of play, or you believe it was issues of?
I can't remember the time he was at GU, there was a lot of controversy. I don't think
it was also part of injury. I think there was an injury that
he never really settled in GU. He never really settled in GU. I think Magantai is one of those players where they have a very big personality. So when he's not happy, you will see he's not happy, he's not settled, and he's not doing well. But I think he's a brilliant player. Give him one of the boys by long, and he has a very good work ethic also as well. He has a very good work ethic because you can see he's constantly marking, trying to track back and trying to do. He really tries to make things happen. But his standout quality for me, it's his passion. He plays over normal. He wants this result. He's not playing for the sake of play. You can see he leaves his heart out there. So for me, let's give him his kudos. He's done well.
Yeah,
so
shout out to him.
Let's
He had brilliant games. Let's see what he does on the finals.
On the finals.
Yeah. And we will be there, as we just mentioned.
Yeah, to witness Galaxy winning.
Yeah. Finally, the awards came and gone to the well-deserving people.
Yeah.
Yeah, young player.
Young player. I think in terms of minutes, Kazadi had more minutes compared to the other guys. So, and his impact, Leone, was good. So I don't have any issues. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with young. Okay, personally, I would have gone with Pist, but you know, when more information comes to light, or in hindsight, who in Kazadi, he was equally deserving. Like we said, you know, Kazadi has done well. We can't say it was a shock. The boys did well. Congratulations to them, the nominees and the winner. Kudos to him. We only demand more.
You don't think
for next season?
Not giving it to Pist would have impacted him somehow?
Pist.
Yeah, mentally and everything.
I hope.
Don't you think also as a Premier League, as a country, we had a duty of protecting Pist and showing him that he's good enough? You don't think we could have a bit been, suppose they are pound to pound, they're equally good. You don't think we should have gone for Pist for the issue of national pride and stuff?
No, I think the thing that worked against Pist, to be honest, Pist started getting more minutes after Pantev came in.
Yeah.
Before then, he wasn't really playing much. So, and if we had a duty towards Pist, I would say the same, Kamulu, you go up. You understand? Yeah. But in terms of on merit, I think Kazadi was playing since game one until the last game.
Yes.
I think the better man won at the end of the day. With Pist, with Moloi, I believe the nomination on itself, it's a good pat on the back. Yeah, man, you did very well. You understand? And we know you can do better. The big boys say the player, the management, they guys, build on this. We see you. You understand?
And for a young player, don't you think maybe in terms of nominations we should restrict in terms of the local players?
And you know, if we put it like that, then we can. It's fine. Like the league is Egypt. I think Malazinga, when Marumo left there, was because never saw foreign goalkeepers. Because they went to as a league, you put out your own regulations. So any player, as long as they're young, they can play, which is fine. We should give them. We should encourage. The reason why, for me, I feel like actually it's a call to action to the boy to say, young man, you are a nominee next season. You are still eligible for that award. You should go for it.
Yeah.
I want our players to develop a very strong mentality to know that
to compete.
They are not alone.
Yeah.
We don't want 100% from you. We want 110% because you're not alone. There are players out there because even when we export them or when we take them on national level, he's competing. He's there for his bread. He needs to fight to prove. As a player, I want to you must constantly have a duty to perform.
You're competing with us from DRC, from everywhere, my guy.
So that law you wouldn't allow it. You wouldn't.
I'm personally not for it. I'm saying if we allow a young Kazadi into the league, then let him compete for the Young Player of the Year. Yeah. If you don't want him to compete, then don't allow him in the league.
Don't allow him in the league. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the most another one, Sidolo. Any comment on that? What?
Brilliant player. I think he's had a great season.
Move to JWANENG.
Yeah, no. He's a top player.
Good,
he won Supporters Player of the Season. The supporters have. Was that
a surprise though?
To me, it was the one award that
anybody was thinking about the guy in terms of
the
maybe in our studio. I don't think in terms of supporters.
But even in the streets, if you have like football conversations, personally, the people that I talk to, I would say 95% people were saying Nongo. So supporters, supporters, I thought it was going to go to Nongo. I was very surprised it went to Shidolo.
That is where due process comes in. Okay, Shidolo is a brilliant player. And the most important one.
Okay. We need to correct a lot of things. That's not a coincidence. But continue. We have a game sometime soon. We'll try by all means to show clips.
So, but the issue is, as an institution, it's one of the institutions I admire locally because as a team, they're a very compact team. Lady supporters are Hababa Nzi pace in comparative to the big teams, but they're loyal. Okay, extended good games. Where go you stadium standards at national stadium they account for.
Even at the FA Cup, most supporters were actually
TV.
No,
why do Harago give me a Mauritania Lezabras go get actually Basama Tebele went. So the supporters, to be honest, they're very
the supporters are very there.
Not only supporters, the entire
team, the structure. Yeah, it's very functioning.
Yeah, but you can continue.
That team is a very coordinated team, well organized team. So they're losing their coach, but I'm not worried about them. I know they'll find something else. But this is the player we prefer. A lot of people were mentioning Nongo, different players, particular. But at the end of the day, the supporters who voted, the supporters who met, and who bullied
yeah,
I know the supporters they managed to vote. Online about vote. The guy deserved it, absolutely. I give supporters Nongo. Very good player, but at the end of the day, I'm happy with Shido. The supporters support him.
Who did you vote, man?
Yeah, that's it. The reason
I voted for Karabopil.
I voted for Machoini.
Yeah. Shout out to Machoini, man. I think he voted this big deal.
I voted personally for me. I voted for Nongo because for me, player of the season, for me it was Nongo, supporters, midfield. For me, Nongo had those 3 hours. So that I voted for him.
I voted for Shabani.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one thing, and there was that thing, like, where you permitted one vote, or you could vote as many times as you could.
It's a Google sheet. You can vote as many times.
That's the thing, my guy. That's the problem.
So somebody who can stay online can still
pay the votes.
And also, I had hoped or FUB and the Premier League would give us the numbers.
After the hours. Normally after the hours you give us the votes and all and all.
But also,
so that way it is
looking at that, the number that you already provided for team of the season, you want to vote is what player. We thought with fans the Lohone
and also that you're using Google Sheet, it's easier to calculate and give us the numbers.
Because we need the numbers. Also going forward. We need that is a metric to guide us. Or okay, how many active supporters vote, and those are active. It just informs a lot of decisions. Or how many? 1,000.
Yeah.
You understand?
The number of times.
So let's see the numbers. Let's see but football are on.
I think that's an error that they did. They never.
I think they will rectify though.
Yeah, I think so. They never really shared the numbers in a lot of things. And also some of the numbers I wasn't happy with in terms of my team of the season. It was voted for by players, right?
By players.
Yes.
So one of the players had a vote of around 45, 42.
Yeah.
So I was worried in terms of how many players per team were voting. Because we had 16 teams, and why are the votes around? The highest was 106.
I don't think all players voted. Looking at the numbers,
right?
Yeah.
But gonna make mandatory that Hilo Rotimi has registered 25 Premier League players. All 25 Premier League players should be vote. Hello, have a vote. I don't know who register spoiled.
Because I'm thinking if one player gets more 45 or 80, it will spoil who spread holy kite. Because I normally think votes are top 3 kind of.
No,
thing.
let me teach you how to.
Tell me how
it works.
How do you do it and why?
How it works? They pick up at 11. While over a game, you win now no vote.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hongol Khalid player never top hana, but so because
it would be nice to see the numbers to see what I know what a goalkeeper rahotsene motswagole a una na le bokae prince na le bokae man na le bokae it would be nice.
But also mentioning motswagole, I always have a problem with this. Goalkeeper of the season. I'm watching over this season.
But with this one I understand because Nero vote
player.
different panels.
Two different panels.
Yeah, if it's the same panel, then I would have a problem. Yeah, the team of the season was voted by the players.
Okay.
Yeah, goalkeeper of the season wasn't voted for by the players.
But it was voted for by the staff.
We believe, by the staff.
By the staff.
Is it by the technical team or by the staff?
Technical team lead statistics. I get
So where are the
criteria or then by the But my issue is, the positions in each one goalkeeper. I believe they're fairly straightforward positions. You tell me the game with like a clean sheet, your best goalkeeper. So how the team of the season no voter the player why don't things like team of the season I think we should also open it for maybe players in media. Maybe the way the Ballon d'Or is structured so that someone who got it wrong or I mean the player. Is it the players or is it the technical voter or okay me goalie because you can have goalkeeper of the tournament now. As he's there voted defender of the season nominee for player of the season he gets neither. I saw that argument in Facebook. Guys, these things are not as straightforward as we think. Really not get anything. No, for sure but it's in almost all this kind of thing. So in terms of this hours, when I'm looking into the supporters and the players hours, some people out there will think they're more fair in terms of the hour they right?
Yeah.
Then only let's say no vote the panel. To say how then did Prince not make this but make this? How then did where are the statistics? We know that Prince would have 11 clean sheets or so. I don't know if they've told us that. And how many clean sheets does the
like Matt is saying, I think goalkeepers it should be an easy award to award. Like you have like we said, minimum number of games. You play 20.
It's not easy because you don't keep data. We don't keep things.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now we are trying to scramble about the water.
And we're going to make mistakes.
When I lay please take a head, that's one please take it's a problem. But from next season, we'll solve that. Don't worry.
Okay, we're coming for
solve that.
Luamba. The first award. We can't. There's nothing.
Yeah, he scored more goals than anybody else.
The second one.
Yeah, player of the season. Personally, I wouldn't have given it to him. He's had a good season. But I think Gota Fikiela Nongo had a better season.
I think so.
Yeah.
Who
other teams? Yeah.
For me, you remember last time Girgana Menongo I would have him as a contender for player of the season.
Yeah.
Kana the issue, the issue of statistics in Nahore, who made the most difference over because that argument always comes in Harrison and Nongo, how many points do we have? We can't exactly quantify. Harrison and Luamba, Renta the goal, Luamba the assist. He contributed X amount of points, X amount of goals. He's had a brilliant season. Brilliant player, very focused. But for me, well deserved. Fine. Congratulations. No doubt. Mihelan, I would have given it to someone else. Player of the season.
You brought something interesting some other time. You said the eye test versus statistics.
Yeah.
So what are the some of them encourage with this one. Moving towards statistics.
And the problem,
we need to find the balance between.
We need to find the balance. The problem here, the eye test or it is a kind of subjectivity. You understand? What made system kata does not necessarily mean one kata. So that's the issue. But when you bring in what a goalkeeper should play at least 20 games, keep the most clean sheets, you win it. Nobody can argue with that.
And have it on record. Have a sheet on record.
You can't argue with that.
Let's have the statistics.
Can I share with you an interesting fact?
Okay.
Can I share with you an interesting fact? Do you know who won most men of the match awards this season?
Should he guess? Give us the team.
Do you know who won most men of the match awards?
No. Of the match awards. It should be.
Give us a team.
It should be between Manda.
Pokorolas.
Swalem.
No.
It should be
Mutusi Cooper.
It should be Cooper.
So now
it should be Cooper.
The reason why I'm telling you that is because Honor Cooper has won most men of the match awards. He was performing well, consistent. So now he's nowhere near individual awards nominated.
No, he was nominated for.
No, in terms of
he was nominated. In terms of the men of the match. How was it top and okay, level it in the level is the player. Now we are picking player of the season. Where are they the same people? Are they involved in that? Can how we put them aside? Very similar focus on the player. There's only game.
I've seen this one point of the measure. It's not a nice process.
You know no one.
It's okay.
You know you've never seen Kevin De Bruyne win Premier League Player of the Month. You've never, but you would see him win PFA.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's what's on
There are a lot of yeah. It's analysis team for you to understand.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't really want to talk about your team.
No, before that, guys, let's disclose. Guys, okay, I just want to make it clear to you guys what happened. The team is but we are as objective as possible. Where we are not objective, you should come for us. So, say.
Why are we hearing this? And why do I start with me?
My guy, now I tell you all the time, my duty is to Botswana football. You understand? First and foremost, Botswana football is who I support. You understand? Then second duty, my second duty is to the players. You understand? The most important stakeholders in
no,
if you don't have players, you don't have the football game. You understand? Everything else comes after.
I want to point that one out.
No.
Are you sure?
Botswana football
Players?
is the players.
I want to three.
My guy.
When is Touchy Brothers fitting in that?
You know what?
No, beloved Touchy Brothers.
You know what every kid chola mo Botswana ke morwala. So that we change go.
So you know
how you denouncing the team today?
No, what do you mean? How can you denounce? How can you denounce the biggest brand in the country?
Culture.
No, that you
not for me. It's always been clear what team I'm again. Now I'm very clear that my beloved team.
Calendar Stars.
No. My beloved team is Nico United. I'm always Nico United. But for now, Calendar Stars.
He's 11.
No, his calendar because he's anti-JWANENG. He feels like
no. Guys,
because what does not say?
I've been very biased in this regard. Okay, I've always supported teams from team Yeah, need support again one has always been not one. That's why in the so, but because of allegiance or whatever, okay, I tend to sometimes support teams that did to Ankota. Singila support Black Forest, support Nico, 11 Angels, Calendar Stars. Nico Carpelo,
cool. Okay, I'm gonna answer this.
When I
give people a chance
to explain.
Anything that is not GU or sharps, it's wrong. People should know what is this form.
Okay, can I speak? It's gonna be a tough one.
Oh no, that's not it.
Okay, here it is. First 2 points, brilliant. You know, that's me, right? 3. I'm adding on what you said, right?
Okay.
3. I have a lot of friends or players that I know in GU.
Yeah.
And a lot of players that I knew in GU.
Yeah. 100%.
Who have become
your brothers.
friends.
Yeah.
And everything. Not only players, also some other guys and they in whatever.
Yeah.
So by that virtue, I'm always gonna tend to be towards G. And also that's Ozola. I spent some time with Ozola. It's our team. Okay, GU. Shout out. Champion, yes.
Do you
have to do this to me?
No, we just wanted that to be clear.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for GU. But I'm never biased, man. Here's the thing, you know what? I get a call inside the Touchy Brothers. My Touchy Brothers don't like me that much.
Yeah, because I
get a call GU, my GU don't like me that much. So I don't know. I have friends in both ends. And sometimes because we have so much passion and we speak so much for our players, our friends, or other players in Nankari.
You are against
the team. Because we speak about either it's Z or either it's known as or beloved Nico. Okay, cool. Oh, I know that the segment in Chagalamo scheduling and we spent so much time on that segment. So it had to be clear, I think.
It had to be clear.
For next season. Township Rollers. Uno bata go ja khenya.
Yeah, ke re boela go yo.
Bueno go yo. Township rollers. I mean, it's very document.
You know, I don't like this document. Okay. You know what? Sometimes we
what the direct appointment.
Direct appointment. So I'm trying to understand. I have a question. I think on the hot seat we should include someone from rollers. It's time and honestly. But I have a like. Okay, what is rollers trying to do here? Rollers are very expression of interest, tendering, or in short, tender la team, or kadira VIP, because is that where we are now?
That's the team. That's where you are.
Is that where
okay,
we are?
but we spoke something about township. Okay, I'm gonna say this, when I saw this, personally, I was impressed. I was happy. No, not in terms of how it was done. It was professionalism. One, we said township rollers are a commercial wing.
Yeah.
And it needs to have people who do these things. That's number one, right?
Yes.
Number two, in terms of are you there, if you know, at least there's a change. I get it. But I think for now you are given 7 days to think if you can
in 7 days.
In 7 days. But let me tell you my biggest
7 days.
Isn't that a change though?
No,
it's a flow. It's something they should do right.
That's why now this thing we are for compliance purposes. You understand?
Yeah.
Somebody is waiting in the wings. Comes over now winning this thing. Because 7 days doesn't make sense. This is
if we're being honest. That's why you have so many segments that you can actually
you can be so pick
Jimmy came, didn't spend so much time there.
Yeah.
That is the difference.
Is it money or is something
No,
else?
let me tell you my worry with this thing. Training ground sponsorship. A document again, compliance. I sit down, I write a document, beautiful write-up. Assess the documents. Tendering is about compliance. If I meet all the checkpoints, they're going to give me the tender.
Yeah, true.
It's now, my dear.
So you think it can still go there?
So for me, I believe a team is rollers should have a commercial wing. Where is their marketing team? But get sorry, align the vision lead goals zarona, very target or okay, me as rollers, casing point there the hospital or partnerly this insurance company with this bank or to say
I was gonna go there. They should have done a lot of elements here.
Rollers should be able to engage on a high level, B2B, to say okay. On a business level, rollers, this is our value proposition. What this is essentially saying is that as management of rollers, we failed or we need someone to come and take over as a tender.
But we have to be honest, they failed.
They failed. How does that go in? Let's now win a tender.
I guess
for me, rollers ayabate secretariat ya appointe commercial wing ebate they are qualified people ba bantsi go tswana ba tse team ba rane team ba irele team ma di team boele go tshwantse re be ile te mo a mo re santse re le local mo
but from our conversation what we said last time we're talking towards issue of commercialization. I think they're going there. I think they're going there. No. Now for me, I'm happy all that. Then 6 months down the line, we have another problem.
This is a failed attempt at PR.
This is
a failed attempt at PR. No, this
is. What do you say about your institution then?
No, I'm not satisfied with this, and also the time frame. 9 party hours. Yeah, you are a big brand.
It's so school-like.
We are.
It's school-like.
I'm talking ChatGPT.
I think it's too plain for.
No,
how the expression of it.
Right now we are tracking the naming rights, the training facilities. That time we were training facility. We want to name it. Get no,
name only inside. You don't name it.
this is the Guyana Training Center where.
There's something that I picked, guys, that is gonna amaze you in terms of the number of supporters. I don't know if it's written here.
I saw that. I saw the numbers. I saw the numbers.
Is it pay or something?
No.
Who subscribe?
Who
I
subscribe?
think
About
that number was
1,000.
1,000 or something.
Then
Only 1,000.
yeah.
Only 1,000.
Then also
Guys, there's a problem.
then the number of
I saw that document. I saw
Eddie
that.
Spain social media platforms. It's about it's over 400,000. So these are people we should be tapping
You only
into.
have 1,000 from that.
Something is not going well.
Something is not going well.
Yeah. From 400 and something thousand people
Only 1,000.
to only 1,000.
Are they even
This is
members
absurd,
who-
bruh.
Does the team have an active collection department?
I don't even think
Kana
so.
tsone tse re commercialize re tsentse go nne le collection go nne le market go nne le sales re tlhaloganya re sales team e rekisa eng collections membership team e collecta eng ra nna re le bo mang gore
That's the thing.
go go tsama even
You understand what
Yes.
even office at the end, you know, to realize with the supporters branches. We remember supporters branches by people
Yeah.
Once we come back, we don't care what's happening. You understand? I stayed in Kasani, my dad. The supporters branch there was, I don't know, it, almost non-existent. But rollers should be pushing these branches. It's also the Berekele team. You don't need the Berekele one way or the other.
But also we need to have a way to the roller supporters. We cannot only have 1,000 active members.
No, you-
where's the call
too
to
low.
action as a supporter ke supporter roti but o contribute are contribute la eng
Return of contribution in
And also, like,
audited statement di kae
this thing did say, on average, Rollers has 5,000 supporters per stadium.
stadium.
On a good day, 20,000 people.
which is really true.
Every weekend,
Mm.
every weekend, Rollers has more than 5,000 people per stadium.
5,000
Out
people
of 5,000,
Only
only
1,000.
across the country pays membership, whatnot. Something
I
is
wish
not
they
being
even put
right.
the money here so that we know how.
go tsena go ka stadium tse
Man,
tripula
which money, my bra?
go tsena tse tripula
Yeah.
so you are saying essentially every weekend Rollers is making 150 from gate takings only
Not,
At 5,000, right?
at 5,000
not every weekend. Other games are Sabonaya.
no but I get team is
That's by 15.
that's by
Yeah.
15 that's by 15
Hey, that's by 15. Over that season.
Yeah, the whole.
a season you target this is if all things constant Baira 75,000 every weekend
every 2 weeks.
no
Every
Agere
I gotta be at home away,
home away
something like that. Yeah.
horror in a month
Every 2 weeks.
split is 70-30 again
Oh yeah.
yeah the split is 70 so in essentially they're making around 70-80,000
100,000.
100 so that
Yeah.
is sure they're making 100,000
Okay, yeah.
every week because Rollers has some girl team anyway had some girl traffic you are
But is
sure
that
on
enough
the
to
number
sustain
the
such a
other
huge institution?
that's 400,000 no that's just from one
No.
One aspect.
From
Right?
one aspect. Yeah.
yeah.
From one
Which
aspect.
is really potential.
one aspect that is
For movie, the ticket sales,
underutilized ticket sales that is underutilized
merchandising and everything else.
that is
branding and whatnot.
underutilized Ghana, there are 4 games that I counted that essentially that game should be making at least 1.5 million
Yeah.
that game alone game here Rollers Center Chiefs Rollers Gunners Rollers Traffic
Yeah.
Rollers GU you see these 4 games it's a Rollers hell should be making 1.4 million 1.5 million minimum because with the promotions and everything
Yeah.
build up to it properly
What's up promoting? Like I said,
What's up promoting? Yes, we did.
Center Chiefs is taken back. Yeah.
we need
Double from.
we need
Yeah.
But guys, you know what? I was nakwene ke traditse Jessica speaking nako ya tour ya cup ya rona re ntsha drought ya
Rata Jessica, yeah.
Wait,
No, I love Kaizer Chiefs.
no get out
Jessica, she's a very good.
No, she's great.
she's great
Yeah, she's great.
So my relationship with her ends there.
okay
No, she's.
No, Jessica is one of the people.
And she should be
coming.
Yeah, she should be coming to the conference, man.
She should.
Yeah, she should be coming.
We
to
pray
the
that Jessica comes to the conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to meet Jessica.
No, Jessica
You
should-
know why?
I know, I understand.
Jessica should come.
Yeah, I understand.
Jessica.
So Negera, this is Jessica not for that reason, but for the right reasons and good reasons.
Yeah.
Abuaka the financial wings. It's
The Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
and she didn't even mention tickets, bro.
Yeah.
It's the insurance, it's the funeral, it's the all those kind of
The strategic partnership.
partnership,
yeah.
The one I let's all. You
Yeah,
understand?
precisely.
So now they get to have a township plus after gym. They were not gonna leave that aspect there that they show in federal market. I think there's so much that rollers can get from it. Because that's subscriber to it.
Yeah.
But also looking into 1,000 numbers. How are you going to write a proposal with only 1,000?
Minimally membership were more than 100,000 or so.
The social city super over 400,000 people. You understand?
What are you doing? They need to be very, very active in recruiting these people.
Even its social media engagement, the Hela Rollers averages at about maybe 5 to 10,000. So there's a lot to be done. But the lot is there.
Exactly.
The tree is there. Okay, let me tell you the thing with the roller. The tree is there. The tree has the fruits. The fruits are ripe. The problem is that the farmer is failing to harvest.
Or the farmer is harvesting somewhere else.
The farmer is harvesting some. Can a farmer or a harvester me farm high? How should be the harvested it?
No, the Tarlas needs, but well, on what they have the best interest of the club at heart.
True.
Whenever they some and
Proper administrators.
Proper administrators. But the same people have been in strategic positions for how many years? The team is not
Where
winning.
in strategic positions at this point? Because strategic position is when there are strategic decisions.
Yeah.
And it's growth. And this doesn't show growth.
Yeah.
So you see them announcing a new investor anytime soon? Apparently there's a new investor.
No, I think there is. I agree home smoke screening. A new investor is coming.
You think it's going to be a proper cover?
Chief Aliwa
You think it's going to be a proper cover? There used to be one that they were quoting for Dubai.
Hopefully, no, na ba tela ba duela malita rona shapo, you know, retirement.
Let the ball roll.
Hey, let the ball roll. Welfare ba simene.
Something interesting that they want to announce. Who's about to investor?
2028.
Hey, that doing some little bit of countdown somewhere. Yeah, it looks like the Francis Towners and the Northerners are really ready to.
Ke sa kana ma ke hudugile.
You can take your bags back. You're gone. You're out. What's the
May I shout out to traffic? I
think
that
before
is a
even
good
tell
thing.
announce where he's going.
No. I got met that way. You know, I think are injecting more cash for traffic. Traffic I can keep a core of their players because right now, if it were me, I would say traffic do everything in your power. Keep Kara, keep Nongo, keep Shabani, keep Shanganaini. You understand?
And keep long.
Keep Joseph. Yeah, because when limb by limb, Joseph Kato Bata Goji, you Kara Utolo, Rapa, Shabanu Utolo, Center Chiefs, Sinongo, Kokai. You understand? If traffic loses all these players, now you have to rebuild from scratch
But
again.
also to the players, how about one thing by a thing? Where you are leaving to where you are going. Are you going with the promise of a better paycheck? Are you going to minutes? The players should care, should be selfish about their careers. How sky are you going to play?
Yeah.
Like if you don't play, you are there for one season. Next thing we are done with you. Are you going to play? I'm meeting me. I think project that team here. What is the vision of the team? Team you understand? Don't go because also understand the politics of the team. Yeah. You become a lost cause. Maybe when you could have stayed at your team and we had to go at it for one more time. Because sometimes it's about the project. I get a project they had 3 years. No, me project they padile patalang ho ya ga go tsena ngwaga bo helo ko Arsenal ba palwa ba sa win sepe ba patalle hale re ke ba bang.
Why are we catching stray bullets?
Why are we catching stray bullets now? Yeah, I think that's brilliant advice that you have given. Let me sometimes think like a player Ryan. What is the team going for? Because team sometimes you are troublesome. You are giving us so much trouble and come here. Then also our own darling who is not going to stay out.
The problem with you in Lord, firstly, football is a very short career. You understand? Tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
You are earning 1,000 here. Somebody says, let me give you 3,000. It's going to be very difficult to say no. That time you are the breadwinner. You understand?
How to know what 3,000 tabasati?
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
You're thinking about that.
1,000 to go how much I got so called. That's the thing. And also as a player, you believe in your abilities. I don't think a player feeling what a Nasmama or happy.
But we know that's not how it works.
But let's be honest. You know some moves that are going to happen.
Yeah.
dia go tswala chances sa motho tsa AFCON.
Okay, cool. No.
Tse dingwe di a go bula. There are players that you know, but if this player can go trafficking, ga gore ile coach o money. In terms of the national team coach. O money ale go. If this player can at least take one more season.
Okay, cool.
There's a big chance that he will be in
true, absolutely.
Almost quite AFCON.
But that's
if this player can go team. Chances are I am tsena.
Yeah. But cool, let's say this.
Somebody else is getting.
Let's say this right now. Right now, the rumor mill, right? Apparently, Coach Tafik might be heading to a rap.
Yes.
Yeah. He knows, for example, he knows Kara.
Yes.
If he gets Kara, in your mind, we believe what Kara will play. Firstly, even not even Makamperu. That's one minus. Only space. You understand? So you look at those things, and also you believe in terms of salaries they are paying maybe below on time and whatnot.
Okay, let's put it on the spot. If you are Kaushalikum,
if I'm winning,
if you are winning, what are you gonna do? You have, let's say you have GU, you have. We're just putting GU for
okay.
For
if I'm winning,
Center Chiefs.
And I have Johnny. Okay.
And you have Tafik.
And I have Tafik. Yeah, you know, one analysis.
Suppose you are here, you have 25 minutes.
Yeah.
3 seconds to make it.
3 seconds. Yeah. Because the Chiefs say he has a chance. Yeah. Because Diran Wheeler, that's -1.
Diran was not a starter.
No, he was not a starter, but still, he was getting minutes every game. Wahulale Monti, Wahulale Samunzala. That's just it. You understand? He plays there. Go Galaxy, you can play alongside Gilbert. And the other players that are aging, so he has a chance. GU, the midfield there, yeah, CCTV is still very top. Machoni is still very top. Pist is coming up, Kasam Fire. Boni is there coming up as well. You understand? Hey, I think Center Chiefs Galaxy, I would pack my bags. Yeah, but if Tafik. But if Tafik comes a new sponsor and I'm able to match what somebody is saying or come closer, and I know what I'm still guaranteed my place, I will stay. Yeah.
Now I would say, for me, based on AFCON, a lot of these guys, because by the COSAFA, they should play their hearts out. Coach Ababona consider, and then because of AFCON, they should really consider. How do you offer Tafik? They haven't been doing badly. I don't think this is but I would say, you know, stay because you know what happens. Shadigong leaves Tafik where go Center Chiefs. Case in point. Has another Center Chiefs. We tell us Samunzal, a rock in the midfield. Okay, how Munsa Honehale Samunzal? It's not going to be easy to move him out. Where go. We tell a rock, the brilliant player. They're very hard to displace. But the position, kids on any position, it's a Canazuni. We hell are over Telopata. Candle are playing out of position. Center Chiefs has a lot of fans. How just a game and there will be the performing.
And those guys were
the darlings now to the fans. You are going to the bench. You are going to the bench. Ira Horing, Afconi, you are not going. Center Chiefs is doing well. Center Chiefs is not player doing well. Barca name that are very good. Remember, on the wing, Mares Tatanyani is cemented that position. Reason Bennett Okaha, Fuking Uting, don't forget Ronaldo thing. You know what happens? Kantile umo benching. Handle Raholona like first division. How live got traffic is moved on. Handle simula Samgela Bochadi, Hadid. No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the way football works, it's very, very tricky. But also, you know what? This is one of the decision I'm saying. Honeana in his career, it is very pivotal, very important that he plays week in, week out.
But that's the thing with football, you understand? I believe somebody might have given Zinto the same advice. You can't go to rollers. They have fun. They have Simi. Zinto has played good minutes, bro.
Yeah, he has.
Zinto has played good minutes.
That's
why.
But also on Ishaka Zinto, we have spoken about it. Zinto has been doing well, but Zinto have seen we point at Australia. Not because
Hona na o ile a
because go na le bomang.
Ha o ile COSAFA.
O ile COSAFA because those guys.
The second has into this one example, but there are many examples. There are so many players that went to a certain club. You are thinking what is not going to play, but then they play.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, how do you apply yourself coaching? You can make it hard for coach or whatever. And I believe in Shedikong, like 100%.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to him.
That's what Ryan is an example.
It's a very good lad.
Yeah, true.
They wouldn't mind, honestly, when you talk about him. Alex and I for Tri Nations.
Alex.
Alex is going to be here next year. He's going to be here. Oh, so we don't need to say anything. But in short, he went there. I think he did well, man.
What you mean so percent?
Yeah, but we did well. I think we put in a good account for ourselves.
I think it's ready, man. I think
it's ready.
Apart from the fact that other preparation
I think the mess
enough resources and everything. I think they're gonna do well.
If the mess were getting, I would say 60% support the their male counterparts get. Now, like I said last time, we can get to the same. Yeah, like by far. Yeah, now I think we can easily make the semi-finals. AFCON. Because
you said this one thing.
No, my only worry would be maybe to psychologically because Ghana against Banyana. We only lost because we considered the early goals. 3 early goals. We took a while to settle. In the mental strength to say, we are AFCON ke Nigeria, ke Algeria. Let's just play our game. Raskarava had too much respect. Let's just respect them as an opponent and it ends there. So I think we'll do well. I think based on that and even the performance we had against Zambia, that was brilliant. I think we'll do well.
Okay, Gabor Alex it's fine. The Zambia say Iko Mzanzi or Yam Zanzi. Not over per all class. People are trying to make it an issue, but not sharp.
No, it's an issue. No.
They're transitioning from one sport to another.
No. Mike, you terminated. You can't terminate a sponsor. No. Why are you using my?
You terminated with immediate effect.
With immediate effect.
Going forward, right?
No,
this is a business going forward.
Yes. Then what? Why?
Or immediate effect.
No, going forward, we give a new sponsor.
Yeah,
honestly, guys, for me, this issue, BFA, I think, you know what, both sides did try hella. For me, it's just it's comedy. I don't think we are serious about a technical sponsor. So we can move to the next topic.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, you can't terminate me next thing. You know what you are saying. You've told us, the media, you've terminated this thing. It's not working for you. Look, court through the decision. Not all BFA effectively render a decision. Court should have not thrown that argument. ALLKASIDEAL argument.
But guys, no.
ALLKASIDEAL argument, right?
Not today. Today I'm gonna lay my body here. I'm supporting BFA, not for terminating the deal for this situation.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So two things.
Without any contractual obligation.
So you are supporting the termination.
No.
And you are supporting the continued usage.
In terms of termination,
how is supporting?
You have no issue. You have no
let me tell
opinion on that.
Let me tell you something. Okay. I've put this as a think piece on Facebook many times. Some months back. One, there's a problem here about thing where ALLKASIDEAL he was sa BFA. Because na tender ni di ba ngala witare lo gore. Kare give ba you direct or better.
Direct appointment
not okay.
But 2025.
It's not okay. Other sponsors or other I don't know what maybe So for me it was wrong to say every time I know Botswana Barata ALLKASIDEAL. It's a beautiful brand. You get me?
Because
Yes.
some
Yeah.
the true all guys you win.
But I
matter
don't know how rata who is in zone. You can't give me a deal because you rata like a quality. That's not good enough compliance measure when it comes to procurement procedures. You spoke about it. That's problem. I honestly believe ALLKASIDEAL capacity a kalo pesa the entire district. Especially how what's an amount events of AFCON. Because demand in I know sometimes it takes quite a time for you to get something.
Omana hara go give me a get ya Mauritania. The demand there that JC was insane.
Beautiful jersey.
Beautiful JC hands
Because sounds like
hands down.
Havana capacity. We have to be honest.
We got the JC and also goes right. You know what I loved? That JC was wanted the countrywide. Salim was zone 2 on Facebook for ALLKASIDEAL. Let's work together. Not only the zone 2. Other people, everyone else. Producing. Let's mass produce. And ALLKASIDEAL failed to meet demand. Failed so much.
That's money then.
That's money.
I think people are too soft on ALLKASIDEAL because they're business. They're supposed to deliver. Let's promote them. Time to give them internet. Because it's a business.
That's what I understand.
Constantly we are babysitting them.
It doesn't mean it's right
No, it
for
doesn't.
you to pick that particular person. Why am I the best? Why do you think I'm the best? Why isn't he the best?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the best because I'm pushing.
Yeah.
And he's not the best because how he.
But if they had done as Salim said, you understand? Illinois, he doesn't have the capacity. Salim Illinois has the capacity. But together,
they have capacity.
ALLKASIDEAL still gets their back. BFA still gets their back.
Now let me answer you. I kind of laid that down. Two, kind of termination. If in any of the terms and conditions that you're supposed to deliver this way, you are not managing.
Then you don't manage.
Sure, it's fine. It's supposed to be terminated.
That way, BFA had all the rights.
Then how here's the thing. We terminated maybe because our capacity sponsor the support other side. But you are doing okay. Not in so in other ways, no. Because
it's fine.
The contract is not working for me in terms of your lack of capacity.
Let me bring this down. Let me break it down to you.
That's what they went to procure. You see what I say?
Thank you. Let
me break it down.
It's already been supplied.
I'll break it down easy. Rare. Se loda se bua nga bukitsane ke gore. Ha ona le motho a mmebele ga o gana. Me go le mariga.
Okay.
Gora gore re tana mari dirisana mme re heditse ha re
mele mari ga hele
re tana mari dirisana mari ga hela ke santse ke bona gore ke le bakae ke raria hanya rialo
I'm a very family oriented person and therefore I'm not going to comment on this.
How do you say?
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with. No, I have no comment.
ALLKASIDEAL got to delete it. No, you understand? We cannot be emotional in this. This is business.
Exactly. No, it's a very important
business decision.
Okay, playoffs. Just joining youngsters.
No, joining youngsters. Calendar stars. Joining youngsters is going to lose 2-0 in Francistown. Or calendar stars they 0-0 go rap. Or joining the ritual area.
Those are the stats. But can I kind of system sineka in a carreta bona madinyana. Ibeta rekamo mo joining youngsters. No,
systems hierarchy go joining. Systems eta premier. Reta premier league me. No, na team tse dingwe tse go na le team tse di taditseng dipalo mo premier.
Hello systems. Tota go chua bana. Tota first thing. Joining will be too strong for Calendar Stars.
No.
Joining will win.
No.
Then second thing, the highest bidder between Dinare FC and the security system. So between Dinare and systems, status as joining.
Systems will have the money. Systems will have the money.
But you say, Lord,
I think they're excited now.
excited what? I can accept that they are hell like 13.
No, they're winning.
Galaxy
So you're up for both joining teams?
No, joining teams are winning. You
No.
already play off for you win FA Cup. No, I have it on record. Impelo.
Give you the results, give you the score.
We'll be there, we'll be live. People will be talking to you about what the reports.
No, I get that.
Tabo, Mutsavole, Sebo Mogiti, Coach Moreno Tamagam.
Listen, okay.
Listen, you'll be.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, personally,
Particularly, listen, you're
Focus up.
yeah.
okay. I think between the three,
I think Lesenia started only one of the nominees.
I think between the three, Lesenia is one of the.
I think so.
Lesenia is the
That's what
most
I think.
experienced.
Lesenia is the most experienced.
But if I'm Coach
I don't
Morena,
think he went there to start. I think he went there for the experience.
if I'm Coach Morena, I'm playing Tau.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the
So what I got team of the season in Nan.
Guys, we're playing Zambia, we're playing Comoros. Kitsamika ga Lesenia go Zambia. Begizinya Tabo or Prince. Begizinya Comoros. No, I get to prepare LAFCON. We are looking at both of them.
No, you're gonna need one keeper here for AFCON. There's only one keeper.
I think
No, all of them are going to AFCON.
no. This guy is about that. No, but what about that?
She's happy to play.
No, we are taking one goalkeeper.
it's
From
John.
this
It's
goalkeepers.
not defeat.
From this goalkeepers, we are taking one to
Why?
AFCON.
Only one.
No, I'm taking two.
No, but
And if Tabo is gonna go to GU, whoever is going to play.
Sichima and Kabel are going to AFCON. Then
That one
Are
is
going to
guaranteed.
defend Are?
so
No, let's take
No.
it. Whoever is gonna play go GU season.
Tabo is going to
If you
AFCON.
hold Samika Taba,
Tabo is going to
Kana
AFCON.
Samika between Taba and
Why
whoever is
Tabo
playing.
over Prince?
No, overall Tabo is a better player.
Overall, I have based him away.
Short stopping, playing from the back, the confidence.
Prince Lene has done that together. Confidence.
No, he has. That's what I'm telling.
And he's one goalkeeper of the season to back it up.
If we write a test, what's our 95% there? Gets a 90.
I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. Hey,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Prince Hakus, but I'm saying Tabu is better.
Prince is better.
Okay, you are saying that I'm saying that.
No, I'm gonna have jump with this.
Prince has better.
No, the game is a little bit of high dynamic. Most of the time we know what this shit was.
Yeah, no.
Prince has played only 22 games.
Not because he wasn't good enough in some.
No, they rotate. The team tactical strategy.
No, I have nothing against Prince. I have nothing against Prince. But I've
Back
seen
four.
Prince also. I've seen Prince play for Prisons, man.
Hey.
You understand? I've seen
But he was
Loraza.
still younger.
I saw Loraza go be there for Goma Sita. He was young.
Rosa has done a record. I
I've
think
seen.
Rosa has done all the COSAFA since a long time.
It's time for him to move
He
to
has been
Sukukun.
on- Yeah,
To Skukun.
yeah, it's time for him to move.
No, not
Rosa is ready.
Remember go Sukukun, yeah?
Kana manager on a team go Rustenburg, you know what I go Rustenburg.
Yeah, remember go Sukukun. Defenders, back four.
Back four.
Yeah, I know Simon is in.
My back four, Emotoho.
Mutusi I got in captain.
Mutusi Utenkaha. Mutusi somewhere left back.
That is easy. Horaro Tashanga nile Kara. Mobile center back. I go say I go.
Yeah, what traffic is here.
Moto ala Mudilo. Mutusi left the back. Yeah.
Mutusi left back and then Sean Philip will take right back. No, is he right back? He's a left back.
Tano Butile wa guy.
Gutzile left back. Ki right back, eh? Gutzile. Ki right back. So Gutzile will take right back.
Butile Taja right back.
Gutzile will right back.
Mutusi left the back. Shangara nile
Karama center back in Grehedit.
Vera go page.
Umpilo has start.
We have to
Midfield, Kikupa, Machoni. Yeah.
Okay,
Why not?
don't think Zeko are going to.
Zeko Vinci. Zeko Vinci.
Zeko.
Hey.
Mudimani.
Hey. He's one of the most experienced, but Timmy he did the number 13. He didn't perform.
Okay.
Machoni, Cooper,
Zeko, Mutusi, then the third one, I'd give
No,
I'd give Piste and Willie a bit of a chance there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would put Cooper, Piri, Lesa Munzala, Praga, who hit open.
Attackers. Can I go at the Mona Walden and Trip Tree?
So you said something. Oh, no, you said something.
This club is not from USA.
Where is it from?
It's from
So
UK.
there's a type
Sunday soccer,
Yeah,
UK.
but 10th division of UK. And also, why do we have players also UK but for COSAFA?
I can coach what I want.
What I want to
UK, COSAFA.
guys, top 3, front 3, Serati Semadi, Tata Nakamanyani, Le Ronaldo Fortune, the top front 3. Is here, Mihela. Maponda is on the bench. Who's here?
Messi, Serati,
Fortune.
Okay.
Is here.
No, that one I wouldn't have a problem.
Okay, we'll see how Coach Moran is going to put it. We'll see if our predictions are right or we got 0.
But I think all of these guys should get a bit of
No,
minutes.
they get minutes. Everybody's going to get minutes.
Like he said, Samunzala, I have a lot of hope for Samunzala. I think he might just make it to AFCON. Watch out for him. Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting season next
Yeah.
season. So see you next week.